Today, it's the flagship outfitting portion of the Galaxy Star event. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to take my Artemis and my Titan. And I have been waiting for quite some time to completely revamp the outfitting on these two flagships, which let me tell you, I mean, it ain't half bad already, but now we are going to take it to the next level. So stick around in this video for a clinic on outfitting and how to prioritize these upgrades. Hello my friends and welcome back. I'm Chisgule Gaming, and this video has been sponsored by the makers of Infinite Galaxy. And for those of you that didn't know, Infinite Galaxy just launched their own official YouTube channel. There's going to be a link in the description and in the pinned comment. I'd encourage you to go check it out and subscribe. I know I have, and I'm looking forward to the content they put out there. But let's get started on how we're going to upgrade the Artemis and also the Titan. I have a number of options for my outfitting, and I almost feel like I need to reposition my body here so I'm not blocking all the outfitting. Man, there is a lot I want to talk about. First of all, I covered way in depth in another video that if you have the prints for a more rare pattern, you can have a more material efficient way of getting more stat points. In other words, for less materials, you can get more stats if you have the rare blueprints, and those are hard to come by. So for me, I've been taking the legendary weapons up to level 8 or 9, and I think I have enough prints to take another legendary weapon to 9, which is kind of amazing. Up until this point, I've been using epics on my Artemis, as you can see here, and I've got a ton of blue defensive outfitting, and I'm going to scrap almost all of that. And by scrap, I mean I'm probably just going to put it on some other flagship, but I'm going to replace it with other outfitting. Now, the bottleneck things that you need to be thinking about, as I said earlier, is the prints that you have. So I've got 610 epic prints. I mean, I am way overdue to spend these. And also the materials. And the materials will most likely be the bottleneck for me. Now, you may be wondering, well, Chisgule, why have you not spent all those epic prints up till this moment in time? And the reason is that, you know, in my preferred world, I really would have liked to have gone all in on health modules. That is, I think, the jam. But when I looked at the materials that this was going to take, it was going to overlap with what I needed for my kinetic weapons. And so I just didn't do anything for quite some time. But now I've accumulated really a lot of patterns and a lot of materials. And my game plan is to do the nickel steel armor. Now, look, it's not as good as health, in my opinion, for this flagship. But the reason that I'm doing it is that I'm going all in on this pair for the Galaxy Star. I've said that in a number of videos, and I think that's a really important concept I want to kind of hit home on. And I now, by the way, can upgrade to rank 11 because I took my outfitting center to 30 in my spaceport. So this is what it takes to upgrade the armor. And you can see, look at all these materials I have for armor. I have not been using these at all. So I'm going all in, baby. We're doing this thing. Now, the first thing I want to do is I want to make another legendary weapon. And you can see here, I've got this kinetic weapon. I've got it to 19.6%. I actually, you know what the heck? Let's upgrade this right now. All the way up, boom, to level 11. Okay, that's going to give me 22.2% attack. But even just this level 8 legendary is giving me 27.7% attack. And I think it's less materials overall, if I'm not mistaken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these kinetic weapons. I am going to remove it. Rip epic kinetic weapon. And I'm even, because I think I need the materials, I'm even going to go, oh gosh, I'm even going to shred it. I'm just going to do it. Maybe this is premature. Maybe this is a waste of my corium. I think I'm going to need these materials though. So I'm going to break it down. Rip. So here we go. I'm doing it. Corium. I'll never get it back. Done. Okay. Now I need to go and craft the legendary. There's the Annihilator Cannon. Kinetic, create it, use the outfitting, and let's equip this sucker. Equip. Boom. Okay. Now I'm going to upgrade this, and it looks like I had some other things unequipped. That's epic? Really? I'm going to have to get a look at that in a second. We upgrade the Annihilator Cannon. I'm going to take this. Let's see how far I can take it, actually. Probably level 8, 7. Good. Level 8. Yeah. Okay, good. There we go. I feel pretty good about that. Boom. New cannon all the way to 8. The next time I get pattern pieces, I'll probably take my 2 level 8 cannons up to level 9. That's probably my game plan. But now I need to upgrade these kinetic cannons that are level 10 and bring them to 11. So I smash that once. Boom. Smash it over here. Boom. Smash it over here. Boom. Okay, I'm feeling very good about this. So progress so far is really good. Get a bunch of extra damage stats here from what I had before, which is amazing. Now what do? I've got to get the armor outfitting in place, the defensive outfitting. And I haven't upgraded this powerful shield because I started crafting it and realized, oh my god, I'm using things that are bottleneck for other stuff. In fact, I am surprised to see I have more of those materials lying around than I thought I did. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. We'll get to that in a bit. I may have to shred this powerful shield as well, but let's go now and do what I want to do over here, which I guess I'll start with this ship over here since it's got all the legendary outfitting already anyways. And I am going to remove all the deflection shields. And we are going to go just freaking all in on armor in a way that's really crazy. So let's do it. I need to make 5 armor pieces here. And I'm just going to make them, and I'm going to max them. We're going to call it a day. Nickel steel armor. Yes. Manufacture 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Woo, baby. Okay. Now go to my flagship. That's not where you go to your flagship, cheesy pants. Okay, and let's get this sucker equipped. 1. And, you know, look, I'm going to have to run my other flagships home and start to mess with their outfitting, too. And improve what I've done there. Based off of having some stuff back. Okay, great. Now, we upgrade these. I hope I have enough to do all the upgrading that I intend to do. I guess I could take them all to level 10 and pause for a bit and just make sure I'm good. There's 1 to level 10. Oh, baby. The next one. All the way up to level 10. The next one. All the way up to level... Oh, I'm going to run out of patterns. That's what's going to be a problem. Okay. That's okay. Take that to 10. Patterns are going to be the issue. I didn't think epic patterns were going to be the bottleneck, but I think that's going to be the case. Okay, there's 10. And the last one. Whoo, baby. All the way up to level 10. Now, if I wanted to be most efficient, I think technically what I should be doing right now is making sure that all of my outfitting for defense on both of my flagships here is epic. I have 3 pieces here that are not. But because I just want to start maxing things out, I'm getting greedy. I'm just going to max these out. So I'm just greedy for it right now. So I'm going to take these all the way up to the max level. Feeling pretty good about this. I might be able to go into my inventory and see if I have any others here, any other patterns. Boom. But I'm pretty much out of epic patterns, which means I'm going to have to start shredding things. I didn't expect to be in this position. I thought I had more patterns. I didn't really do any accounting before I started this. Ooh, that's looking good right there. That is a lot of armor, by the way. I got a lot of armor going on at this point, and I think I can upgrade this again. Nope, I don't have the pattern pieces, which means I need to get a look at those things that I had just kind of sitting around, and maybe I should be shredding some of them. Let's see here. I have a kinetic cannon just laying around. It's epic. I get materials back as well, and I get the patterns. That's actually, I gotta start shredding this stuff. I think that's probably worth doing. I know this missile I'm going to use at some point. And presumably at some point I would use this kinetic energy cannon as well. I mean, it's a weird balance here of like, I would like my other flagships to be good, but also kind of moving in on one really killer situation here. So I think what I do is I kind of break this thing down. Feels bad, but I'm going to do it. Break it down. Okay. Thank you. And what I find surprising here is that I actually have enough materials in a way that I did not expect that I could make a health module. I think I could do that. So why don't we do one of those and just see how bad this becomes as we do it? What could possibly go wrong? So we're going to remove this. Remove. And I'm going to go make a health module now. And we'll see how bad this gets for using critical path materials for me. Let's just give it a shot. This is what I want. Health module. Yes. That is the one. It's just straight health. Let's give it a shot. We'll make one. We'll see how it goes. Manufacture. Okay, let's get this onto our flagship now. Here we go. Back over here. And equip it. And now we upgrade this sucker. Let's see what we end up using here and what the final stats end up being. I am very curious. It's using a variety of materials. Looks like it's bouncing back and forth between using that material that I genuinely thought I was not going to have enough of for upgrading my weapons, but I guess I do. Okay, we can get to level 10, and then that's as far as we get. So 9.8% health. You know, honestly, I don't know. Between 19.6% armor and 9.8% health, I would rather have the health, but it's about even. Honestly, the value of these things feels about even. The only thing I'll say is that if the value is approximately even, and what do I mean by that? So, you know, I was chatting with Spartan a little bit, my go-to for advice here on flagships and outfitting and crew and commanders, and we were talking about, like, what is the value of armor versus health? And the sort of rough approximation he gave me is that, like, 2% armor is worth 1% health. This is very rough. But on a flagship where you already have a lot of armor stacked, which this flagship does for frigates, the health is suddenly a lot more valuable in general. And a part of the reason you could arrive at that conclusion is you can see the game even values it that way, both in the equipment, as we looked at the outfitting earlier, and also when you just look at the stats provided by the flagship itself. Right? Like in situations where you would see 151% armor, you also see 75.6% health. So they do value it approximately in that ratio. So, yeah, given that I've already got a lot of armor on the Artemis, I am inclined to want to steer this towards health. And I am surprised that I already can do that a lot sooner than I thought. Like, I haven't even dipped into, by the way, these materials right over here. Like, I still have 808 of these. Wow. Okay, I'm in a much better position than I realized. Patterns are the bottleneck for me. Wow. Yeah, I need more patterns. How did I get into this position? I guess constantly battling pirates has finally paid off in a big way. Because I can go and I can do a lot of upgrades to a lot of other flagships too. I mean, I certainly have the blue patterns. I certainly have the materials now. Like, I can do a lot of upgrades. And I feel a little weird doing some of these upgrades because it's using some of the same materials. I got kind of a weird mismatch of... now that I see I have enough materials, maybe I will double back and revisit what I've done here. Because the problem is that right now I've got my T10 frigates doing kinetic, but then also my T9 cruisers do kinetic, and I don't have T10 cruisers, and I won't have a lot of those for a while. So that's something where I'll have to go back and kind of revisit my outfitting. So I think for one video, this is probably enough. And if we just look at how many points I got from the Galaxy Star, I'm rank 2 for this phase, which doesn't surprise me. Overall, I think I'm rank 2 currently, which is close to being bumped to rank 3. So I gotta, you know, keep working on stuff here. And maybe I'll go back and start to disassemble some of the epic weapons. I know I'm gonna need them later, though. So, I don't know. Do I want to spend the corium on that or just roll forward with my patterns? Either way, these were some sick upgrades here. And I guess one last thing I want to check. Do I have any other pattern stuff in my depot? No, I used it all already. I thought I had. Good to know. There you go, man. Wow. I have way more materials than I thought I did. I need to go get more patterns. If you enjoyed this video, throw a like on here and consider subscribing. And again, check the link in the description for the official Infinite Galaxy channel. And until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies.